Hello, hello, my brothers and sisters. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Mike, and I'm simply here to do God's work as always. But today, I think we're going to focus on something a little bit different other than God for a change, even though I love talking about Jesus and God because, we're his children. We're supposed to be obsessed with him just like he's obsessed with us. But today, I kind of want to talk about the delusion in the world that's going on. I have delusional fatigue, and it's the things that I watch on YouTube. You can't make this stuff up. These people are utterly delusional, and it is like the difference between night and day. It's like they think they're intelligent, but it's like, dude, your IQ level is absolutely zero, and they don't think that. They think they're smart. It's crazy, but I definitely want to talk about this today. I think this is going to be my last version of the dark delusion, but we're going to call this dark delusional fatigue, the final chapter. Okay, just give me a second. Welcome back, guys. Thank you for joining me. But today, I just want to talk about the fatigue that's going on in the world. Like, I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it. One of the things that I like to watch on YouTube is the Whatever podcast. I don't know if anybody's ever seen it, but it's a quite interesting show. Guy gets a bunch of females on there, a bunch of bimbos, obviously. It's a bunch of bimbos on there and asks them simple questions. And like, what's the capital of Washington? What is the how many states are in the United States? How many continents are there? Just simple questions, and females can't answer. I saw one today that said the moon is bigger than the Earth, and she was so serious about it. Like, there was a cat walking around their little podcast or whatever the heck they were doing. There was a cat walking around, and legitly, even the cat was like, and she legitly thinks the moon is bigger than the Earth. She's like, well, when we look up at the sky and we see the moon, it's so big. I don't know what is going on with this younger generation, but holy crap, it is beyond delusional. There's a couple more I've seen today where I just got done watching it too. There's a couple more I've seen today where a female said, yeah, I'm stronger than most men. Brian says, out of the percentage of men, what percentage do you think you're stronger than? Oh, she's like 95%. 95% of men you think you're stronger than? What in the world is going on? And of course, you had a couple of tortas jump on there with her, like, yeah, I'm a big girl. I think I'm stronger than men. I'm sorry, but I have never met a female that was stronger than me. In the 37 years of my life, which I just turned 37 Friday, I have never met a female that is stronger than I am. Nope. I mean, when I wrestled in middle school, I did wrestle against a female. She was pretty skillful. She wasn't stronger than me. Like, she's had more skill than I was because she wrestled for a long time and I didn't wrestle that much. But she's definitely not stronger than I was. I can say she had more skill than me, yeah. Shoot, I watched a show where they had 4 girls that were Marines versus 4 dudes that were in their mommy's basements playing video games 24/7, arms like little tiny rails, and the dudes beat them in almost every little strength contest that they had on the show. And these are trained Marines, females, and females are like, "We're stronger than men. We don't need men." The entire infrastructure that the world is, sitting on and based upon is built by men. Even the makeup that you guys use is built by men. The cell phones that you use built by men. Cars that you use built by men. Most of your outfits that you have are made by men. Electricity, men. Housing, men. Police force, mostly men. There's a lot of females in the police force, but mostly men. Army, mostly men. Air Force, they just, I don't know if you guys seen this yet, but they were doing an air show with the Air Force and these jets. And you can tell which one was the female and which one was the man. The man was way out there, away from the crowd, away from people in a safe distance. Here comes a female right over everybody's head and blows almost everybody away. She got kicked out of the Air Force because she's an idiot. Like, really? More skilled than men? We don't need men? Sewer work? Men? Coal mining? Men? Everything that we've ever done? Men? Oh, here's a good one. Would you rather live on a continent with all women or men? Oh, I'd love to live on a continent with all women. You would love to live on a continent with all women. The continent would implode in half a day because you guys wouldn't know what to do. There was this makeshift Survivor show where it was all women on one side of the island and all men on the other side of the island. Men were thriving within a half an hour, built fires, camps, fishing, got all of it done. Women are sitting here twiddling two sticks together crying because they can't get nothing done. Getting rained on because they can't get nothing done. Men are having the time of their lives like they're on vacation. Fishing, catching all types of fish, building camp. It was the greatest thing ever. Here are the women like, I don't want to do this anymore. No, you need men. And whoever said, whatever female out there says they don't need men, you're delusional. You are absolutely, utterly delusional. And it's delusional fatigue for most of us because it's like, you're so stupid, you don't even know you're stupid. And God forbid, I don't like calling people stupid, but I call it as I see it. It's absolutely freaking ridiculous. We don't need men. I'm stronger than most men. A girl on whatever podcast I just watched, girl, yeah, I'm smarter than most men. You're smarter than most men. And then she can't even articulate her argument. You're smarter than most men, but you can't even articulate your own argument? And then she thought she was so smart. And of course, all the other females had to join in, the sisterhood. They got to join in with the female, knowing that the female's in the wrong, but they have this thing called the sisterhood where they all have to jump in there together and be like, yeah, you get it, girl. You get it, girl. Or when a girl is dressed like a complete slut or just ridiculous looking, all these other females got to jump in because it's the sisterhood. You look good, girl. You look good, girl. And the moment they turn around, the girl's talking crap about them like, that girl looks hideous in that outfit. That's exactly how it works. And don't let them lie to you. That's exactly how it works. Anybody who talks crap about females is females. That's exactly the way it works. And they'll be like, that's not true. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Another thing I want to get into was this. Look, I'm black and I have black fatigue because one thing a black person hates most is when you smack them in the face with truth. Just like the stereotypes that all blacks suffer from because they bring it on themselves. They really do. Oh, they want to call us this. They want to call us that. Why are you acting like it? I forget what that pastor's name is, but he kind of reminds me of Uncle Ruckus on the Boondocks. He's this pastor that talks about black people like I talk about black people. They are almost the worst group of people. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Especially when you're dancing around and twerking like a monkey. And we're like, oh my God, these black people, all they want to do is steal. True. They go into a store. I'm obsessed with watching cops. I watch cops all the time. And most of the criminals on cops that are shoplifting or have a coup that they work at that place and then they set up this scam, it's black people. I'd say 99% of the time, it's black people. Or if you go to like Kings Island, like at Kings Island for a while, they had it going good. Everything was fine. And then all the black kids started coming in. And every other day there was a fight to the point where they had to implement a rule saying that you cannot be here underage. You have to have an adult because of black people. God forbid if you go to a black neighborhood, trashed. I don't know why black people think they're so entitled, because they're like, oh, we were slaves. Newsflash, everybody was a slave at one point in time. Yes, they were. You don't know your history. And obviously you don't know your history because you do know blacks sold blacks, right? Yeah. I saw this thing on Facebook the other day on this reel with this little kid used to be a slave, had a picture of a little kid, picking cotton or whatever. They're like, I will never trust a white person. I will never trust a white person. Black people did that to their own kind too, right? And they'll look at you like, no, they didn't. Yes, they did. You don't know your history because you were brainwashed. Just like most people in school are brainwashed. They go off what they're told. Just like the left side, they go off what they're told from the news. They have no thoughts going on inside their head unless the news tells them what to say and what to think. And then they're like, oh yeah, okay, finally, I can get up and move. Just like I said, their willpower runs on hating Trump, hating someone who doesn't disagree with them. That's what they run off of. That's their fuel. If someone goes against them, that's their fuel. Oh, Trump says, hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you now that oxygen is good to breathe. It's very good for you to breathe oxygen. Just like I said in my last video, every freaking lib will go out there and tie a bag around their head and smother themselves to death because oxygen's good for you. Just like when Trump was like, it is not good for you to be taking Tylenol when you're pregnant. Don't do it. We love the children. Every single lib and what do I call them? Feminists out there ran to the pharmacy and grabbed every freaking Tylenol bottle they could possibly think of and started chugging them. A lot of people died from it because Trump told them it was not good for their babies. So they went and started doing it because they're psychopaths. But then every time you call a freaking lib out about anything, they just project on you. They have no intelligence. They have no debate, no argument. All they do is laugh and project on you because they know they're in the wrong. They have nothing to say. And they'll be like, hey, that's not true. That's MAGA. I'm not for either side, but I sit back and watch the two sides. The Democrats, Democrats, liberals are all psychotic. They really are. Granted, there's some psychos on the right side. Yes, there are, but not even close to what the left is doing. It's crazy. Or should I say left and right? My bad. They are psychos. Like, these people love murdering babies. They say it on TV all the time. I love murdering babies. I've had 16 abortions, and I can't wait to have more. Well, you're a child murderer. No, it's a clump of cells. It's a human fetus. It's not a human until it exits the womb. Okay, what is it? What up? If it's not a human fetus, what is it? Is it a dolphin fetus? Is it a horse fetus? What is it? What kind of fetus it is? They won't be able to answer you. They're like, it's a clump of cells, and you just hit them with, you're a clump of cells. You're just a clump of cells that is more mature. They're gonna be like, no, yeah, biologically you're a clump of cells. Are you retarded? I hate using that word retarded, but it's the truth. I mean, the word's there for a reason. They suffer from retardation at its finest, putting all this colored stuff in their hair and it seeps into their brains, and they can't do anything but that's all they do. And they walk around with the stupid nose rings in, saying we love abortion, oh, no king's protest, until we go over to like Venezuela and take out their dictator. Then every freaking libtard wants to turn around like, oh my God, he murdered their king. You guys just were parading around saying no king's protest the other day. But the moment Trump takes out a freaking dictator and Venezuelans are praising him, you guys are like, oh, no, no. Because your life revolves around TDS. You have Trump derangement syndrome. You really do. And they'll look at you dead in the face and be like, no, we don't. There's no such thing as Trump syndrome. Well, obviously you guys have it. And it's clear as day to all the normal people. You guys think you can cut off your penises and be women. You're not a woman. You're just a mutated. You're a mutilated male. That's all it is. They're like, well, you even have congressmen and congresswomen out there that are just as deluded as they are. The right side will ask them a question. Can a man have a baby? And they'll be like, I don't have the statistics in front of me to answer that question, so I think we should move on from it. It's a simple question. Just answer the question. Oh, I think we should move on. They always want to move on with it because they know their ideology is trash and it's demonic. They know it is. Just like this stupid Odyssey movie that I wanted to go see. Ellen Page's Achilles. I know you guys have seen the memes of Ellen Page. They're all over the internet, and they are absolutely hilarious. Where she's a little midget, and she's like, "Hey, I'm going to stop all of you!" And someone just throws a spear and kills her. It's hilarious. Or when she was out and about or whatever in her suit with her bodyguards that were like 7 feet taller than she was. She looked like a little tiny midget compared to them. Getting in the car in her little car seat like, "I'm a man. Look at me." Now she's boxing, trying to box, like, oh my God. I watched this video the other day where liberals were taking training classes. And that I am not even kidding you. This is exactly how it went. What in the hell is going on? Who are you guys trying to fight off? The wind? That's exactly how it went. Smacking the freaking punching bag like, I'm like, dude, like, I'm afraid if you were walking out in a field, you'd trip over a daisy. You literally would. A daisy would trip you. Because all their men are like this big. And all their females are just big mouth idiots. They all fit the stereotype too. The Karen haircut, the big old glasses, the septum ring, the colored hair. They're either large marges or they're frail, thin dudes in dresses. Looks like they haven't showered in months. They all look the same because they are a cult. And it is obvious. And then they want to throw Christianity in there. And like, well, Christianity is this, Christianity is that. And they can't even prove their point. You're like, okay, explain to me what it is. No, I don't have to. Yeah, because I made a statement and you asked me to back up my claim, and I did. You made a statement and I'm asking you to back up your claim. They won't do it. Especially when it comes to God, because people want to be like, oh, God's fake. I'm going to need evidence that God's fake. I'm going to need cold, hard facts to explain to me why God is fake and who told you that. They will not give you no facts, but they want you to do it. And you know, the best part is, it's like, you want me to give facts that Jesus Christ was real and evidence that Jesus Christ was real, but he lived 2,000 years ago. If you lived 2,000 years ago, there'd be nothing left of you. Don't forget, Jesus wasn't even in his grave in the first place because Jesus is alive. So there's no grave to dig up. Muhammad's probably still in his grave because he was born out of the butt of a pig. Quran's demonic, obviously. And they're like, I need evidence. I can't give you evidence that doesn't exist anymore. It was 2,000 years ago. And they're like, you can't give me the evidence. You can't give me the evidence that the earth is round. Oh, we have pictures. How do you know the pictures aren't a lie? Oh, that's right, you don't. You're just brainwashed to believe it. You went through school and taught you that the earth was round, so you automatically think the earth was round. And when we show you facts and evidence that the earth is not round, you can get on freaking Facebook and look up reels that people that are actually legitimately teaching people that the earth is not round, and they'll be like, ha, 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 with no rebuttal, with no freaking claim on why it's not true. They can't do it. I mean, do I know that the earth is round? No, I don't necessarily know that the earth is round, but it's in the Bible. And I believe the Bible, and the Bible says the earth is stationary, and it's like a tent. That's what it says. The sky is stretched out like a tent. So I believe the earth is like a tent, like an overly sized tent. People are like, so Earth is the only planet that's flat and every other planet is round? Dude, you've never even seen any other planet. You don't even know if they're planets because it looks like you're looking at something underwater. Why does it look like that? Oh, I seen a clear picture of it. No, you didn't. Just like this girl said, we seen a black hole. She's like, yeah, we have a telescope the size of Earth. We have a telescope the size of Earth? Is exactly what they said. And people in the comments were like, that's true. That's true. Where are we keeping this telescope that's the size of Earth? Where? And they're like, it's true. I'm like, I'm going to need you to show me this telescope that's the size of Earth. Well, we can't do that. I wonder why that is. Because it's not true. I don't get that. I don't get it. I really don't. Speaking of that, black people being deluded and fit the stereotype, there's this preacher, on the sidewalk in a city, a major city or whatever the city it was, and he's, preaching the gospel, and here come these black frickin' retards doing their dumb twerking crap. I cannot stand when people twerk. I think it is the stupidest thing ever. Of course, all the story boys, simp, beta male manginas out there are like, yeah, I'll pay money to you. Why? They will never look at you. They will never give you the time of day, but you're spending money on these people and these OnlyFans. But back to the point, dude's out there preaching, and here come these demons, these Jezebel demons, obviously coming up there and being like, what in the world are you doing? Can you not just walk by? Oh, that's right. Those who have the Holy Spirit in them upset demons. Because those who have demons in them, it stirs up their demons. So it automatically makes these people rage out. Because you can be sitting at a freaking university explaining to people why the fetus inside of a woman is an actual human being, and they will come and flip you off, or they will start cursing like, it's healthcare. And I don't know why almost every old woman out there wants to be the people that help these young girls get abortions. It's disgusting. They're probably old lesbians, or probably no one has ever gotten laid in their entire life, and they're like, oh, don't worry, girl, I'll help you get an abortion. They're standing outside the abortion clinics, holding the doors open for them in their stupid rainbow-colored dumb outfits. All looking the same because they all have the same look. All those old Karens have the same look. Helping these people get abortions. And then they have a freaking pastor out there preaching to them before they go inside, like, your baby's a gift from God. Don't do this. Don't do this. All one the other day where a black girl ran inside, like, I gotta get rid of this baby because I'm a whore and I can't keep my legs closed, so I'd rather sacrifice the baby to Moloch or Baal. Because that's exactly what it is. Child abortion is nothing but sacrifice. It's a blood sacrifice. And they're like, no, it's healthcare. No, you're a demon. And we know what side you fall on. You fall on the side of Satan. You guys look like Satan. You have nothing going on inside your eyes. Eyes are the windows to the soul. And if you look at one of these people in their eyes, there's nothing going on. Nothing at all. Then you have the deluded psychopaths dressed up as dogs in their whatever the heck they're wearing, walking down the street barking. You had a whole group of them. You had a whole group of boys. I don't know if it was a Catholic church or whatever kind of church it was, but they were preaching the gospel. You had a whole group of the colored community come up there and start barking like a bunch of freaking idiots because they have zero facts. And I don't know what their obsession is with dressing like clowns. Take us seriously as they're putting on face paint. You want us to take us seriously? You're going to dress like a freaking clown? It's not going to happen. Just like them procuring a park, and obviously it's public property, and the moment a MAGA person goes in there, they all attack the MAGA person, tell them to get out. They have to leave when it's public property. You don't have the right to kick anybody out. You don't. God forbid if I went to one of those places and I was preaching the gospel and they try to kick me out, it's going to be a bad day for the colored community because I'm not leaving. Sorry, I'm doing what my God tells me to do, and you're not going to kick me out. You can try. I highly suggest you don't put your hands on me because I have a lot of, Peter was one of the ones that followed Jesus around. I have a lot of him in me. Like, don't talk crap about Jesus. You might lose your ear, like literally. It's absolutely and utterly insane. These people are crazy. Can't even go into a freaking parade and like say Jesus is king. They'll all turn and look at you with demon eyes and attack you. And they say, don't touch us. Don't touch us. We don't believe in borders. That's what they do. But they have borders up saying you can't come into the parade. These are borders. No, it's not. You guys are acting like the people you're advocating against. No, we're not. Yeah, you are. Can you not see the delusion that's going on? There is no delusion going on in our parades. And cuts off his penis. Saw one person preaching the gospel. They walked, of course, the colored-haired clowns walked up to him and pulled up their shirts and started flashing. Or they start making out in front of the preacher or the pastor or whoever's preaching the gospel, or start making out in front of them doing their perverted crap. There's going to be a lot of people on that day, on that white throne judgment, that are just going to be so baffled. Like, I didn't think there was a God. Well, yeah, you did, because a lot of people told you and were preaching the gospel to you. I didn't think it was serious. You know, it says in the Bible, like, those who don't believe in a God are fools. It says that. Those who do not believe in a God are fools, because obviously something created this world. Obviously something created us. If you understood how complex the human body is and how many trillions of nerves and neural connections are in our bodies, it's not happened by chance. But people legitimately believe it happened by chance. Atheists will be like, we don't believe in the universe magically coming into existence, but you believe something came from nothing. That's magically. We're like, no, it ain't. Yeah, it is. And explain it to me. And they won't explain it to you because they can't do it. They'll just laugh at you. And we all know laughter is the go-to of, I don't know how to explain it to you because I'm an idiot. That's what it is. Well, we don't have enough evidence to believe that there's a God. The evidence is you are standing in it. The world, you, me, everything going on in this world is evidence of God. Everything that we have, the breath in our lungs. They're like, nope, it's not it. It's all happened by chance. We got order from chaos. How did you get order from chaos? So you're saying I can stick a piece of dynamite? I've used this one before. I can stick a piece of dynamite in my car, blow it up, and it'll become a Ferrari? Order from chaos? I don't think so. I don't think so. Where are these people getting their logic? I don't believe in God, but I believe that something came from nothing. How's that possible? We didn't come from apes. That's already disproven. We didn't come from monkeys nor Neanderthals. We didn't come from none of that. So you're saying that a Neanderthal with his brow out this far, we all of a sudden just, over millions of years, which never happened, all of a sudden just stood upright, our brows got sucked into our foreheads, and we started using laptops? Is that what happened? I don't. People have lost their freaking minds. They legitly have. Bringing kids. Oh, I saw this protest the other day. They were protesting the other day, and their kids were in on it. Their kids had microphones, and they were throwing out slurs to people who disagreed with them. The kids were saying, these are little kids too, F you, F that, F. Kids, you know, you're messing with one of God's little ones, and he doesn't like that. You know, I'm not perfect or nothing like that, because, like I say, I fall into sin sometimes, but I try to avoid it. Sometimes it's hard. But dragging your kids into that, dragging your kids to a gay pride parade with a bunch of dudes with their genitalia hanging out, their penises hanging out, girls with their breasts out, and you're bringing kids there, you are the lowest of the low. You really are. You belong in a freaking dumpster somewhere, because that's disgusting. You're disgusting. The delusion on this planet is gone beyond anything I could possibly imagine. Like I said, I thought when this LGBTQ thing came out where men can transform into, I thought it was a joke. And then people started taking it serious. I was like, wow, these people belong in an asylum. But I don't even know what asylums are used for nowadays. Probably if you tell the truth and they don't like it, they'll send you to an asylum. But if you're cutting off your penis and saying that you're a girl going to the girls' restroom, and then that person rapes a bunch of females, that's okay. Nothing will be held against you. That's okay. That's okay? Well, like I said before, my daughter goes in the restroom and a dude tries to go into the restroom, it's not going to be a good thing for you. It's really not. You all, and that side wants to talk so tough, like they can do anything to anybody when they're over there tripping on daisies. Or you know how they fight. Oh, oh, oh. I saw this one the other day where it was clearly a man dressed as a woman comes up and says he doesn't want to be recorded. Dude was recording something clearly off in the distance. He/she, whatever the heck they are, come up, tell them to stop recording me. He's like, you walked up to me in the midst of my camera. I'm recording you now because you're walking up on me being violent. That's not true. That's not true. I need to know what you're doing. I don't have to tell you what I'm doing. Yes, you do. For some reason, these people think they're entitled to know what everybody's doing when they just pay them no mind. They're retarded. It's just what it is. They're retarded. Just pay them no mind. But this dude wasn't having it. He's like, I don't have to tell you anything. Yes, you do. No, I don't. If you keep coming near me, I'm going to mace you in the face. And he's like, no, you're not. No, you're not. You know what? Fine. Walks over to its car or whatever, grabs the taser and holds it out, pressing the button like, beep, 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 beep. He's like, what are you doing? Get away from me. I'm warning you. He said, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? Then it/she, he, whatever it is, comes a little bit too close to the dude, and the dude feels threatened, sprays him right in the face. And the he/she/it clown is like, my eyes! It was the funniest thing I have seen in a long time. It is what he gets. It was a clear he. It's what he gets. He was like, my eyes. I'm like, that's what these people need. You know, and I don't condone violence at all, but if you need to protect yourself against these people, 110% do it. Because these people need to be taught a lesson. They're going to run up and destroy your stuff, try to hit you, spit on you, retaliate. They won't do it again. They need to be taught a lesson. They're not being held accountable for anything. That's why they're doing the things that they're doing. Because nobody holds them accountable for anything. So they think they can do what they want. It's not the way it works. You try to get in that dude's face, he sprayed him directly in the eye, like directly in one of his eyes. It was hilarious. It was the funniest thing. And what's this thing with people getting arrested? You know, like I told you, I like to watch cops. And people getting arrested. And they're like, I don't have to tell you nothing. I don't got to do nothing. I don't got to step out of the car. Yeah. I need to see you're a sergeant. I need to do this. I need to do that. You didn't tell me why I'm being arrested. I'm like, first off, you're not in charge. When you're being pulled over, you didn't do as the cop tells you to do. You're not in charge of anything. I don't know where this entitlement is coming from anybody, but black people are the worst. Don't get me wrong. I've seen some pretty screwed up Karens out there, some white guys out there, but black people are the worst. Because you pull them out of the car, and the one thing that the black females go to say is, or claim to be, I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant. Throws them on the ground. I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant. I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue you. I'm pregnant. Get off me. Get off me. And they're trying to fight. Like, get off me. That's what they do. That's exactly what they do. And when a black guy gets the same treatment, he's like, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I need to get a lawyer. You're going to hear from my lawyer. This place is getting sued. You know how many times I've heard them say, oh, you guys are getting sued. You guys are fired. Ain't nothing happening to these cops. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. I'm pregnant. Don't touch me. I'm pregnant. I just got caught stealing, but I'm pregnant. They caught me directly on camera stealing, but I'm pregnant. Don't hit me. Get off me. I didn't do it. Dude, I watched one today where a dude got caught red-handed on camera stealing something. He's like, we caught you on camera stealing. He's like, no, you didn't. I didn't steal anything. Well, we caught you stealing. No, I didn't. Oh, I don't know how that. Oh, they opened his bag. They said, you stole this. I don't know how that got in there. It wasn't me. Someone put it in my bag. No, we saw you put it in the bag. No, I didn't. These black people will go in drones and freaking steal from stores, and big groups of people and steal in stores. And then they get the stereotype of they're thieves, and they're like, we are not thieves. Yeah, you are. Just like when that dude got arrested for, I never remember his freaking name. Just like that dude got arrested for killing that kid at the track meet. All the black people wanted to come out of the woodwork because he has brown skin, because they think it's racist, because they think black people think they're entitled to everything because of slavery. They think the world owes them something. The world doesn't owe you a dang thing. Sit your black butt down and shut up. Oh, we're entitled. What am I supposed to tell my kids now? They're not allowed to defend themselves? Black lady comes out at that protest. What am I supposed to tell my kids now? What are you supposed to tell your kids now? Don't stab anybody, you idiot! The whole jury was white. The whole jury was white. He didn't have a chance. They probably didn't put any black people on there because they knew what you would do. You're gonna be like, oh well, I don't think he's guilty. Why don't you think he's guilty? Oh, I just don't think he's guilty. No, he stabbed somebody in the chest with a knife. It may have been this big, but that's enough to freaking hit your heart. He stabbed him in the neck or stabbed him in the chest. He's a murderer. He's going to jail for it. And then these black people wanted to start a GoFundMe account, and they didn't even use the money for what it was supposed to be used for. They stole it. Because they're nothing but a bunch of black criminals, is what they are. They don't let me call monkeys, though. You don't let me call monkeys. Stop acting like one. Because that's what you're doing. Acting like a freaking monkey jumping around and stuff. Can't even go to a freaking concert, or you can't even go to any place nice if black people are there because they'll just ruin it. They ruin everything. And these black young girls have their entitlement level is through the roof. It's ridiculous. I'm not going to jail. I'm not going to jail. Yeah, you are. No, I'm not. They proceed to go to jail. Oh, you're racist. You're racist. You're racist. You white bigot. You're racist as hell. Just like freaking the LGBT community. Oh my God, you guys are such bigots. You guys are transphobes. You guys are this. You guys are that. No one's scared of trans people. Transphobia means fear, an irrational fear. That means transphobia means fear of trans people. Nobody's scared of you people. Trust me. Nobody is scared of you clowns. There's one, you guys can't even do anything anyway. You guys can't even walk without getting hurt. Freaking the wind blows, you guys want to play victim. You guys think you can put your hands on people, and the moment somebody retaliates against you, you're playing the victim. Because you know you got the crap slapped out of you. So then you want to play victim. You want to go over and knock over people's stuff, or those who are trying to protect, those who are for pro-life, trying to protect children. You want to go over there and knock over their stuff because you're a demon and you like killing innocent babies. It's disgusting. These people are disgusting. Dude, my fatigue level the meter's broken. It really is. This dark, delusional fatigue is out of control. I've had enough of it. I really have. I'm so glad that stuff's not going on around here because I can't promise you that I'd be, the godly Christian person I'm supposed to be. I really can't promise it. I'm not going to lie, because if one of them got in my face and spit in my face, I'd probably rip off their face and put it on my belt loop. I'm not even kidding, because I don't tolerate that. Granted, I'm not advocating for violence, guys. If you need to defend yourself, but don't go out of your way and hurt somebody. But I'm telling you what, someone spit on me, pray for that person, because it's not going to be good for them. I'm sorry for ranting, but this delusion going on in this world it's out of control. Especially the aborting babies thing, that absolutely pisses me off. The Trump derangement syndrome pisses me off. You can't get on anything about Trump. People being like, ha, 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 ha. I can't wait till he dies. You can't wait till another human being dies? That's demonic. Just like that freaking one girl that died getting shot in the face. I forget what her name was. Something Good. Renee Good. She got shot for a reason. People were like, oh my God, she didn't try to hit that cop with her car. Yeah, she did. And she did. That's why she got shot in the face. Of course, every libtard in the entire world, soy boy, beta male, feminist, retard, wanted to get out there and be like, She didn't do anything wrong. You murdered her. Or ICE is coming to deport freaking illegal immigrants. Leave those poor people alone. Leave them alone. Are you going to take them in? No. Then why do you want them to be here if you're not going to take them in? Because we want somebody else to take them in, just not us. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. If you're advocating for this, you need to be able to take them in. No, I don't want them in my home. There's no space. That's the thing, the excuse they always use. There's no space. There's no space. I don't have space. And half the time you're asking what they're here protesting about, they don't know. They don't know. They're like, I can't talk to you. You don't know what you're here advocating about? Oh, you can go talk to the one in charge. I don't know. Or if they get slapped in the face with facts, they'll just walk away like, I gotta go. All we can do is pray for these people. That's all we can do. Like I told you, my fatigue meter is broken. Like, oh my God, these people. They are beyond lost. The grand delusion, the great delusion, we're in it. Clear as day in it. God's probably going to come back soon. Nobody's going to be ready. I can't even promise that I'm going to be ready. Because sometimes I look at this stuff and I'm like, wow, this is ridiculous. But just watching this stuff, I feel like I'm losing my freaking mind. I really do. Half of the people you order up a card, they can't even read it. They're like, These people are getting out of college and getting the stupidest degrees, and then they complain when they can't get a job. Don't get it. They all have septum rings. They go in college normal, come out with septum rings and colored hair. They want to kick God out of school, but they want to freaking allow this transgender crap in school. The government's evil. And just to let you guys know, like I said, I'm not fans for either side. I'm for Jesus, but if celebrities and Trump are out there praising Jesus and all that stuff, I don't believe it. Don't believe it. It's a ruse. Don't believe it. Jesus is real. These people are not for Jesus. They're demonic. So they're coming out and being like, these famous people coming out and being like, oh, Jesus, praise Jesus, this. It's a ruse, because when the rapture does happen, they're going to be the ones that are like, oh, well, I was for Jesus and I didn't get taken. And they're going to try to blame it on aliens. That's what they're going to try to do. They're going to try to veer off the script and be like, oh, it was aliens that took people. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. You weren't taken because you're not a true Christian. You guys are wolves in sheep's clothing. You are masquerading as angels of light, just like Lucifer does. I'm not even saying Trump. Trump was at that, I don't even know what that mosque thing or whatever, where they had that stupid cap on. He's kissing the wall. And Trump was doing that. Trump is not a Christian either. He's really not. All the government is two sides of the same evil. That's all it is. One is just a lesser evil than the other. But you can still be evil by giving people what they want, obviously. Look at what's going on with the world. The world has too much freedom. Everybody's a psycho now because they have too much freedom. Running around naked in front of kids because they got too much freedom. Trying to make boy lovers and girl lovers, pedophiles, normal. They're trying to normalize that disgusting crap. The Quran's trying to come in here. Muslims are trying to come in here and trying to take over the country. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make all this crap normal. Marrying freaking 12-year-olds, perverts, sick, disgusting, women beaters. The left side's advocating for these people too. Palestine. You can't be gay in Palestine, but all these gays are like, go Palestine. I'm like, you do realize what would happen to you if you went to Palestine, right? They'd hang you. They'd throw you off a freaking silo. No, they wouldn't. Yes, they would. Do your research. I have. You obviously haven't, because Palestine doesn't like you. They're only agreeing with you so you destroy this country. When this country's destroyed, they're going to try to come in here and clean it all up with their disgusting ideology of how Muhammad is God or Allah is God when Allah is Satan. It's nothing but Satan. It's Moloch. It's a demon. It's nothing like that. Muslims are sick. All they do is commit fraud. Granted, there's some good Muslims out there, probably are, but most of them are sick, disgusting frauds. And they want to freaking come in here and make their way the right way, where they beat women and molest children and marry babies. It's what they do. It's disgusting. Now, brothers and sisters, I think that's the end of this video for today. I just needed to get that I just needed to get that off my chest because, like I told you, my fatigue meter is through the roof, and it's getting harder and harder to follow Christ just because of what's going on. So stay in your Bibles, guys, because we need to do it. We need to stay in the Word. We need to fill ourselves up with the Holy Spirit, because if you don't stay in the Bible, it's easy to fall into temptation, and it's easy to fall into sin. It really is. I'm a victim of that. Not reading the Bible as much as I should. I'm back into it, but not reading the Bible as much as I should. It's easy to fall into temptation. It really freaking is. I love God. I want to go home. Like, this is not our home. I want to go home. I want to hear God say those words. Welcome, my faithful servant. You did a fantastic job on earth. Come on in. That's what I want to hear. I love Jesus. I love what he did for us. And people want to just mock him and make fun of him like he didn't exist when he did exist. They were just like, well, you can't come up with any evidence because he was alive 2,000 years ago. There's no evidence to show you. I don't know what to tell you. That's why it goes by faith. Faith, faith, faith. Believe in Jesus. Repent of your sins. Stay away from sin. Stay away from temptation. If there's a temptation, turn around and walk away. If there's an evil thought in your head, catch it, cast it out, walk away, and get into the Word. That's what people need to start doing. And that's what I need to start doing too. I've gotten better at catching the freaking temptations, but it's still hard. But my brothers and sisters, I love you. Please stay in the Word and stay away from sin as much as you can. I want to see you all in heaven. I want to go to heaven. I want to see you all there too, because I love each and every single one of you. I love everybody, but it's so hard not to see them for the idiots and the fools that they really are. It really is. It's not nice to call people idiots. You know, it says in your heart, if you're calling people an idiot, in your heart you feel the same way. It's not that, because if it came down to saving one of these people's lives, I would do it. I would do it in a heartbeat. If it came to putting my life in harm's way to save their life, I'd do it. I really would, because that's my brother or my sister, or my neighbor, I should say. It really is. But I'm not going to lie. They are fools, because they can't see the writing on the wall. They can't see even smarter people like atheists. They're lost too. If you don't follow God, you're following Satan. If you're not on Jesus' side, you're on Satan's side no matter what. If you don't believe in Jesus, you're on Satan's side no matter what. They don't believe that. They're like, that's not true. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. So just pray for your neighbors, guys. And that's, I think, how we're going to end this. I think that's how we're going to end this video, is we're going to pray. Like I said, my praying is a little bit wacky, so just bear with me. Father God, I want to pray for all of the beautiful people that come and watch my channel. Bless every single one of their hearts. I love them so much. They keep my channel going for real. So I want to pray for all our brothers and sisters, our neighbors that are lost, because they need it. They need for you to put their hand on their shoulder, Lord, so you can show them the right path. Just open up their eyes to the truth, because a lot of them are lost, and the writing is right there on the wall. The truth is right there in front of them, and it's like eyes wide shut, just like that movie Eyes Wide Shut, Lord. It's the truth. These demons are running this world, and we need your help. So please, Lord, open up their eyes to the truth. Open up all of our eyes to the truth. Take our hand, pull us out of the trench of darkness, put us back up on that white horse of righteousness, and walk us down that narrow path to the Father, Lord, please. I also want to pray for my brothers and sisters that watch this channel, and whichever one of them are lost, please open up their eyes. I know even watching this stuff, it opens up your eyes, but people are still lost that watch channels like this, testimonies. They're still lost because they don't have the strength to get back up on that white horse. We need your help, Lord. Please hear our plea. We love you, Lord. And in your almighty name we pray. Amen. Sorry, my praying's not perfect, guys, but I'm working at it. But, guys, I think that's it for this video. Please go and like and subscribe to my channel. And for those of you who do not know me, my name is Mike, and I'm simply here to do God's work as always. I love you, and I will see you all very soon. Have a good one, guys.